Okay, and I believe we're on.
We are on. Hello, everybody. If anybody's up there, it's a nice day. Maybe people are out and about.
Could be.
Yeah, could be.
I don't know why. Could be sitting here watching the live Book of War show with Dan and Isabelle.
I know. That's so much better.
I'm slightly in your... My shadow's in your frame. I hope that's not too disorienting.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yes. Also, I look way bigger than you do for some reason.
I think the camera angle.
Adjustments as we get started.
Yeah, there you go.
We have a new setup tonight, so actually, new microphone, new connections. So if something's wrong with the stream or you can't hear it properly, please tell us in the live chat, and we'll adjust. So trying
if the shadow is bothering you,
yes,
let us know.
Is it? Seems like okay. Thank you, William. Yeah, if the shadow's bothering you, also tell us that. Offhand, I don't know. I guess I could put this light.
I think it's the angle of the light, whatever. Yeah. I don't know which one.
Probably this one. No, that shows the shadow over in that way. So okay, let me get up and adjust this light. It's always something.
This is why we need an assistant.
Yeah, exactly.
But what are you gonna do?
You know what? I gotta make that a goal on Patreon. Actually,
get an assistant.
Yeah. If we get to a particular point, get an assistant.
That's a good goal.
Yeah.
That's a good goal to have. So hope everybody's well tonight.
Shadow's still there.
We have a lot to talk about.
We do. There's going to be a little confab. I'm going to adjust this.
Oh. There we go.
All right.
I know the wrinkle. What the hell is that all about, right? I can't work like this.
Let me add that to the list. Great. Anyway, if you're new to the show, you are currently watching Book of War with Dan and Isabelle. What is Book of War, you might ask?
Very good question.
It's a lightweight, easy-to-learn, fast-paced war game that's compatible with classic D&D, like original D&D and first edition, things like that. BX. We have played it for many years. There's always surprises yet to be found. And there have been billions of computer simulations that I attend to on a weekly basis. And in order to attempt to make it balanced and a fair game, and you can find out more about Book of War at oedgames.com.
Very good. Thank you, Daniel.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
I'm glad I asked.
I didn't ask.
So
how you been, Dan?
Pretty good week. Pretty good couple weeks.
Good.
2 weeks since we're on.
Very good. Very good.
Couple weeks. And I do my teaching thing. And how have you been?
Very good, actually. Good. Yeah. I do my cake decorating thing. I do my tour thing. I started doing artwork again.
Great.
Yeah, this week. Yeah, so I'm very happy about that.
Great. I know you were going into a day you had planned for that, and you were saying that you were very anxious.
I was very anxious. Yeah. And you were banned from my workspace.
Which I 100% sympathize with. I totally agree with that.
The miniatures are horse archers, but they're actually going to be for light horse.
Correct.
So, see? Confusion
I didn't
already.
think that was visible, frankly. I didn't think that was... You have a really good eye, Julian. We do have horse archers on our list. Those at the moment those represent light lancers tonight. I'm working on actual light horse miniatures, but they're not ready yet. Jeez, good eye. Horse archers very, very popular. Usually, when first-time players play, they go, "Oh, horse archers! I want those."
That is true.
Right.
That is true.
So good reason. So we have competitive shows. We come here and we know each other well at this point.
Yeah. For the most part. Fairly well.
But nonetheless, we come ready to play, and we're very competitive, both of us. Mm-hmm. And last time, this is currently episode 9 that we're dealing with, but last time episode 8 got contentious at the end.
Very contentious.
Got contentious.
Yes. And I apologize if I made everybody uncomfortable, but I was pissed.
So this came up on our Discord. This came up on our patrons' Discord. And the majority opinion seemed to be agreeing with you. seem to be agreeing with
Hence
you.
the shirt.
Yeah, I have
Bad guy.
I have been forced to wear the bad guy BG shirt in shame. For episode 9, because the consensus of our patrons was that they were also pissed, and they were surprised and were very much rooting for you.
Unfortunately, I did not win.
Yeah, well, they were rooting for you.
Yeah.
At 2 patrons. So the decision has been to waive my W for the last episode.
Right.
So that's going to get waived. I think I understand why. So we've been testing the flyers, and there's questions about are they overpriced, are they underpriced.
Right.
And so the major thing that happened in the last episode was that we decided in advance that you were going to take flyers.
Right.
And then I picked my army in response to see if anything could beat flyers.
Right.
And that made it clearly an unfair game.
Well, yes. I mean,
it's not the only thing we need to talk about.
So that's not the only thing.
Yeah.
So no, I think for the purposes that we had, we kind of went back and forth about whether or not that was, players wouldn't know in advance if you had a flyer. So should you pick an army, specifically designed to beat the flyer? You wanted to see if it was possible to beat the flyer. Right. So I can see why you did that.
Right.
That is not the point of contention, however.
So the other point of contention...
Let me clean my glasses here.
And I see why we came into this with very different expectations. is I having seen other war games and competitive tournament games for many years, I've seen other players in those, grapple with the metagame issues of building a deck or a Warhammer army in advance, trying to guess what the current popular army is and respond to it.
Right.
So I'm accustomed to seeing that kind of metagame play. You were very much not.
Yeah. What's my background, Daniel Collins?
You're a Renaissance woman. You've done all kinds of things.
Yeah.
You've done all sorts of things.
What are my hobbies? Is wargaming one of them?
For the purpose of this show, yes. While we're on camera, absolutely. You are world expert number 2 in Book of War.
I'm world expert number 2 in Book of War.
Right.
No, but like my point was, so fine. I guess I understand that people do that in tournaments. I'm completely unaware of that. Because I don't do any tournaments or conferences or whatever. But that was not. That was still not the point of contention.
Okay, what was the so go ahead and tell us what the primary point of contention was.
Primary point of contention is that Dan tells me this, and I'm like, I'm not super happy about finding out that there is a computer simulation where you can plug in my army and find the best army to beat it. But then he turns to me on camera and says, "Hey, it's available to you too." Oh, must be dreaming.
So that yeah. So those series of words were actually a false statement, unfortunately. There's a longer statement that got abbreviated that was actually true, but those words that came out of my mouth, as soon as they came out, I was like, that's actually a false statement. And so I do owe you a public apology because that was incorrect.
And the problem is, it's so this is how we test Book of War, and me getting really pissed off. And, so we're okay with that. When it's in private, I just walk out of the room and I come back 10 minutes later. We talk and it's fine.
Right.
But here, we're on camera and I have no place to go and I can't possibly say.
Right.
I'm eating my anger.
So when in the top of the show, when I say we've refined it over many years, it's mostly a reduction in how much the two of us get pissed during the game, which is a lot lower than it used to be.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. Anyway, so we just wanted to. If you watched the show last week, we just kind of wanted to touch base.
And I do apologize to Isabelle. There was a series of missteps and misunderstandings on my part, and I apologize for not making clear what I'm doing. I mean, the truth is, I am trying to guess what you do on a daily basis.
Oh, of course. I mean, I do too. No, I do too.
Yeah.
I do too.
And for what it's worth, the matchups have actually now been made available to you.
That is true.
Where there was actually a false statement when I said in episode 8, and I feel really bad about that. So there are flyers on the table tonight. So I actually, for what it's worth, I brought. So tonight we did not know what the other person was bringing. Picked it completely independently. I picked an all-elf army. So I have elf archers, elf lightfoot with spears, and griffin riders. So here come the flyers. As you can see on table, we do have a. We've made a turning radius template for the flyers in an attempt to reduce the haggling over the classic D&D rule coming from Dave Arneson, which I think was Cars on our Discord said, maybe that doesn't work great for these big miniatures because the whole flying rule in D&D comes out of the Fight in the Skies Wargame, which was on a map with counters in hexes.
Right.
And maybe that works better when you're sitting in spaces.
Sure.
And maybe the whole flyers is a little bit too loosey-goosey with miniatures on a table.
Well, it's hard to measure. It's hard to see where you're supposed to be measuring from.
Right.
And we ran into, measuring on top of armies that were, sitting on the terrain. And then we ran into the terrain, you've got the hills, you've got the trees, you've got this and that. So that was a little frustrating.
I agree. I agree.
So anyway, so we're gonna test it one more time tonight and see. Elf. I hate elves.
Well, you'll love.
How can you side with elves?
You should if you're new to the Wandering DMs channel, you should look up the Wandering DMs play Dyson's Delve, and you'll see where that rather deep cut came from. But it was basically us just yelling elf, 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 elf at the table for an extended period of time. Everybody going, that's a little cringy. So thank you for that callback to all kinds of cringy things that have happened on the channel.
Absolutely.
In the past. So it's possible that this might be maybe the last time that the flyers get used for a while before they get shunted off to like an optional, rarely used subsystem maybe. You mentioned trees. If I have to go over woods, I have to get up 3 inches.
Right.
The trees are 3 inches is the official thing. And I guess I mentioned that at the end. And we said this. Yep. You've seen that. And I publicly apologize for you to check that off. And
wearing the bad guy t-shirts. We're all set with that.
Awesome.
So yeah, we can get started again.
Great.
And and I've napped for like an hour and a half, so I'm totally rested.
While you were napping, I had a miniature repair job went horribly awry, and I had a big super glue accident, and I had
one of those you super glue your hands.
I glued myself to this orc. Right, I glued my finger to this orc, so I had to get up out of my room into the bathroom, find the nail polish remover, pour it over my finger. And then I have a crust on these 3 fingers of super glue at the moment.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. That's a little painful.
Not the first time that's happened.
No, I know. I do that all the time with super glue.
Happened.
I do have disposable glove if you want to, avoid that in the future.
I will never remember that.
Okay, well.
Thank you.
Anyway, they're there.
If I was if my wisdom was higher, I would do that.
If your wisdom was higher, yeah, exactly. All right, so what army did you take? So you took a Griffin?
Yep.
Elves?
Correct.
I have all humans, which is very unusual for me.
Yeah, I didn't even get into the humanoids box tonight.
Yeah, and I took my beloved elephants. I figured, I've been losing so much, what the hell? I'm just gonna go back to my beloved elephants and see if I can trample you to death.
I feel like it's important if I have big flyers. I feel it's important to have some kind of big, unusual unit that can punch back. So I think that's probably not a bad choice, actually.
And you've changed some of the stats too on the elephants. I saw that they have 7.
Correct.
7 hits now.
Correct. That happened a number of episodes ago.
Oh, I guess I haven't used them in a while.
Yeah. So you're right. For a long time it was 6. I standardized the mounts rules, and the formula says that it should come out to be the 7 now.
Okay.
What do I have here? I got this, right?
All right. So, do you want to get started with initiative? Are you ready for the show here?
And to be clear, I don't have any elites, right? You asked about that at dinner.
Oh, you have no elite. Okay.
I have no elite. So these are all just first level guys.
Gotcha.
One hit takes them out. They're all light.
Gotcha.
The armor's all 4, and with the Griffons are so pricey that
I know.
if I took elites, I would have approximately about 4 figures on the whole table.
Right, exactly. You would have like two groups.
Yeah. I will point out that because my army is all elves, if woods show up, I can have my entire army totally hidden and not appear on camera at the beginning of the show.
Wonderful. Look forward to that.
Just to put extra complications on it.
Right.
So yes, let's roll for initiative. We're going to keep the maneuvering tile over here when the flyers start moving. Here, and we will both roll 1 die for initiative.
3.
6. You go first.
Damn it. Okay, I will set up first. Let's roll for terrain.
Yes.
Let's see. 10. Marsh.
Have a marsh.
Marsh. Marsh.
There you go. Thank you for making the joke so stuck.
Okay, so you have. So what are those guys? They're
Elf archers.
elf archers.
Yeah. So.
And Lightfoot.
Correct.
12.
Correct.
I'm not sure. I'm gonna put it right smack in the middle, I guess.
Haha. How dare you?
Not quite sure what else to do with it.
Tape.
We can go through the marsh, right? It's a 3rd.
Correct.
And for the mounted, that would be a 6.
That is correct.
Okay.
That is correct. Again, we had one friend send their cavalry through the marsh once.
That was a big
They
mistake.
didn't come out.
He never came out.
Right. There's a little strategy tip to new wargamers.
Don't go through the marsh.
Don't take your
There are alligators there.
don't take your horse through the marsh. 4. That's a hill. Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Easy call.
Interesting. 6. Open.
That's nothing. 9 is woods.
Ah.
Awesome.
What you have been waiting for.
Someday I'm gonna set that up properly.
Nah.
It sits there perfectly. So the woods sit there perfectly fine all week long, and then the show starts, and they decide.
Come on. Okay.
Okay, so I can put my elf units hidden in the woods at the start of the game.
You gotta hide all of them in that little piece of wood. Because if you hide all of them, then I know they're all here.
Well, I'm really hoping that you roll for more woods.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. 7 is nothing.
Okay, and here comes my last roll.
7 is nothing.
All right.
So this is it.
Yeah.
1 terrain tile for woods.
Correct.
So you can all hide them in here, so I know exactly where to find them.
So you set up first.
I said it first. Oh yeah, that's correct. That is correct.
So I'll be making that decision after I see you set up. Less terrain than the last couple of episodes.
That is true.
Yeah.
It's been a bit challenging the last few episodes, actually, because of that. Let's see.
Sorry, weather die. Yeah, sorry. Glad I had that paper out. Okay, so that is scattered
Is that a
clouds.
tornado or?
It's just scattered clouds.
Okay.
A little bit of wind.
A little
It's like
bit of wind.
15 gusts to 20.
Got it.
So no effect on the game.
Okay. I think I'm too far. Yeah, I think I'm too far
Oh, interesting.
Well, it's kind of slanted, so you have to. Oops, sorry, guys. Knocked over my own guys.
I like that our instinct is that they're real guys. You do apologize.
Well, you know, I'm not afraid to send them into battle and have them all killed, and then, you know.
But there's no need to be rude about it.
But there's no need to be rude about it. Exactly. No need to be rude about it.
You have longbows, which outrange me. Interesting. You know, I will point out that so in the infamous episode 8, where I did bring an optimized anti-flyer army, it had light horse, which Isabelle has right now, and it had pikes, which Isabelle has right now.
So, you know,
Yeah.
wasn't lost on me.
Yeah. Okay.
Was not
'Cause
lost on me.
I thought I had a strategy, and I'm just realizing that that's.
I don't know why I'm giving you my tape measure. Okay, I think that's it for now.
Okay, so you have a big open, so it's all big and open on your side.
It's big and open.
You're invading the elf lands.
That's right. I'm going to show those stupid elves. You know, they should not have befriended the Griffin. Are you even allowed to befriend the Griffin?
Yes.
You sure about that?
Yes.
Where is?
In the world of Greyhawk and the world of Selene, the Elven Queen has a cohort of Griffin riders.
Oh, really?
Yes, that's it's canon, fanboys.
Where is it? Why am I not finding it? Is it
It's about halfway down.
halfway down?
It's
Is that the eagle? No, that's not eagle.
no,
right?
it's above the crease. Look for the 120 price.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
here it is. Okay. So, wait. It says move 12?
That's if they're on the ground. Look at their special. See, it says fly 30.
Oh, I see. Fly 30.
Yeah.
Got it. I was like, what? Okay, got it. Yeah, 6. Okay. If you're hopping around.
Correct.
Okay. Is anybody hiding? Those guys are hiding?
Yes.
Let me guess, they're right in here. Menacing.
I'm going to make a little map about where the guys are hiding and show it to our viewers.
I'm gonna hide. I am not going to look. Though I do trust you. Well, I don't know. After 2 weeks ago, I'm not sure if I should trust you anymore.
Okay, so you're not looking, right?
No, okay. You.
So, I mean, surprising? Are you surprised, viewers? I'll keep that in mind. So if I cheat, it's on you to call me out tonight.
Are you done?
Yeah, we're done. Okay. And you do get to move first. The funny thing is, I actually haven't used the flyers very much, so I'm actually less experienced with them than you are.
Uh-huh.
So Isabelle's about to declare all of her moves, and then they're going to happen.
Okay. So the Pikes, Longbows, and Elves, they all move 12, so they're all going to do full move.
Okay.
And the light horse move 24, and they're going to do full move straight through the woods.
Okay, all right.
You know, we're going to do a nice sweep through the woods and see if we can find ourselves some little elves. Yeah, little elves. Okay, so that's 12 for everybody. Yes, 12. Let's see. I'll try to not knock anybody over. 12, 1, Actually, I'm gonna go towards that. Where's this guy coming from? The front. And then elephant is just right behind. Okay. So from here to here, is 22 and a half.
Right.
And in the woods.
They run into my elves. You can stop the math.
Okay, so I'm just right, basically.
Correct.
So, this is not. Okay, so I'll just put him here.
Yep.
Like a oh good, this battle will be had.
Put my guys on the table.
But now I'm in the woods, so I lose my my second attack?
That's the debate we have to have right now.
Because you're right at the edge.
I'm right at the edge.
Got it.
So to be clear, the horses get 2 attacks in the open. They lose them on any other terrain, and we are having a battle exactly right on the edge of that point. But
I think last time we ruled against the horses, didn't we?
Probably so. I mean, I feel like sometimes normally they're like a little bit over the lip. The fact that I've got my guys placed right at the edge is slightly unusual.
Gotcha.
I do think the last time it was against the horses.
Right. Anybody?
It feels like that's what ought to happen, because if you're charging into the woods, it feels like that.
Yeah, it was against the horses. That's what I thought. Yeah, so I think, I mean, because you are still in the woods, so I would still be, somehow, going inside the wood to get to you. So I think that was the idea against the horses. So I think we're just going to rule against them. Can I have some dice, please?
Yes.
So I've got 6 of those. Is that correct?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And your armor 4?
Correct. And only 1 health.
I'm getting excited.
That's what. You have a lot of space to roll on.
Yeah, right. Exactly. That was they have to, and they do have to enter the woods.
That feels about right.
Ugh, 2 hits.
Okay. 2 go down. So my morale check would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 divided by 2 is 5, plus 1 for the health, plus 1 because they're lawful. That's automatic.
Okay.
So it's 7, even if I roll 2, I get the 9. All right.
All right.
But first blood.
Chipping away at the mountains.
So.
Oh yeah, right. That's right. With the pikes.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for that. Okay. So. Okay, so is it better for me to wrap around and come out of the woods and have you possibly, so I could get, it's totally a wash, actually, if I do that. So, I'm going to try to keep you gummed up there. I'm going to keep in this formation, and I'm not going to wrap around. So the elves, these elves try to get to the top of the hill.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they both do.
Okay.
They both try to get to the top of the hill. And I'm going to try to get these Griffons to get in the back of your Longbows. So I'm going to swoop over there, attempt to move into the back of your Longbows, and see if I can do this. All right.
You're going to use your well, you don't have to use your template now because you're just going. Oh, no, actually you do.
See,
you do because
right.
you're
yes,
doing a turnaround.
Exactly, right. Okay, so so I got to go up at least 1 inch.
Right.
Okay, so I'm paying 1 for that, and then I'm going to go over here to the 5. So I've spent 6 so far.
Okay.
Agreed. And then I'm going to turn back this way to the 7. So at this point I've paid 13.
You keep track of it.
Okay, I think I paid 13 so far. Okay, now I'm going to go straight. Remember, I'm 1 inch up. So I'm going to go straight.
Go to here?
Right, I'll go there. So I'm adding 15 is 28.
So what are you measuring from the front of the
Yes.
the platform?
Right, I'm
I mean
measuring from the platform.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So right here.
So you know what? I don't have enough move for this attempt actually. So I'm at 28 here,
Okay.
and I only have 2 more, and it's going to put me about here.
Oh, so you're in the air basically.
Correct.
Okay.
So I'm 1 inch. I'm 20 feet up, and I've failed to get in contact.
Oh. But look at this. Oh, you need to move your elves.
Right. I'm also going to mark that I'm in the air. Let me just get a different colored die here. Which we're supposed to do. Okay, so I'm 1 inch in the air. Does it seem like I did that about correctly?
But he moves less than.
That's.
You know, he has 6 inches less than the wyvern.
You're right.
So, and I think that's also why I thought that he was less powerful.
That's a good point.
So,
I
it wasn't
guess
just the number of hits and all that. But we'll see what happens.
That's a good point.
Because right now you're in the air, so I can't trample you, right?
Correct.
Can the pikes reach you? No, because that's 1 inch represents what, 10
20
feet?
feet.
Okay,
20
forget it.
feet,
Yeah, okay.
So once again, so there's a surprising thing. We've never actually had a flyer in the air at the end of the turn before.
Right.
Okay, so I'm trying to go up to the top of the hill. So that is, so every tier costs 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got really 8 inches of movement, and I can do that. I can get to that point.
What are you, 12?
Correct. Here. And here. And I can't do any shooting because that's my full move.
Okay.
So the only fighting I got is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Let's see what we do here. I need 4s. But health is 2.
Ooh, oh my God!
All hits.
6 hits.
Those are all hits.
Oh my God.
That's hard to.
That you must have done like a pact with the devil for your dice rolls. It's like, that guy.
Yeah. So you lose 3 figures.
That is 3 figures. That is painful.
Yeah.
That is extremely painful.
Okay.
Okay, 3 over 3 is 1
Yeah.
plus 2 for their health,
Right.
so that's 3.
Correct.
And that's it, right?
Correct.
So I need a 6.
Yeah.
Watch me lose this. 6 exactly. Ugh. Damn it.
My goodness.
My goodness is right. All right. So.
The action is fast in Book of War.
Action is fast in Book of War. Okay. Okay, so my archers are gonna pivot on that point to about here, which is probably a half move, right?
Yep.
The elephants. So my elephant has archers.
Yeah, agreed.
Right.
Yeah.
But they're facing the wrong way, or. Or do they face a particular way? Because I mean, they're facing one way in the miniature, so I'm not sure if that's something.
That's a great question. Elephants are not in these rules. Okay, my instinct is that they're in a huda, right? So whereas the horse archers, they're straddling it, and they're stuck like that. They're in a huda standing up. I think they can turn around any way they want. Okay,
so my elephant is actually going to stay where he is, so that the archers can shoot.
Yep.
The horses are gonna actually get the fuck out of here because this is not non-open terrain is not working for me, and they are going to get in line and they're gonna try to get as close as they can behind your griffin.
Okay.
You
Now
know,
remember,
like somewhere around here.
to break out of melee, the only thing you can do is to about face for half,
Okay.
and then you can move away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then all right. And plus, you know, that's gonna be in the way of this anyway. So they're gonna about face, and they're gonna try to travel like somewhere,
Okay.
you know, around here, kind of like that. The pikes.
Remember, pikes get double attacks, again, in the open. So if you fight
Mhm.
in the marsh or the woods or the hills, they also lose that just like
No,
the
no, no, I
horses.
know.
Yeah.
That is why I am not gonna send him up the hill. When I'm trying what?
So Julian's asking a really good question, actually, which is in my notes, right? What he's asking is actually on this post-it note right here. Is at one point we said, how high are the woods supposed to be? And we said 3 inches, and I think 2 episodes went by and we just flat out forgot about it.
Right.
As we're juggling so many things about the flyers, we forgot about it for 2 episodes. Really good catch. So at least the woods are supposed to be 3 inches, yes. And we're trying to enforce that. Now I went over the hills, so because of that I avoided the woods, so I didn't have to go up as high, and the hills are... Okay, maybe I guess the hills are supposed to be 2 inches actually, which would put me 1 inch further back than I was. Thank you for that. So from now on, the hills are 2 inches and the woods are 3.
Okay, so the pikes. So my archers are gonna be here, so they're gonna be in the way. So my pikes are gonna turn this way.
Okay.
Everybody's gonna turn facing this way, and they're gonna start something marching
Fascinating.
over here.
Wow.
Okay. Okay. So
Strategies I've never seen.
I'm like, everybody, do the crazy maneuver. Everybody remembers the crazy maneuver.
What the who?
Okay, so let me just double check with my longbows, because I believe they move 12.
Yeah.
Right? They move 12. So if I move from here, I'm just trying to get in the back of your griffin, basically. Ha ha ha. So if I turn like so
It's going to
this
be
is
like, yeah, and then another 45.
and another 45, so
Yeah.
that's
6
half a
inches.
move, 6 inches.
Yeah.
We're happy with that.
Yep.
Like that.
Well, now you can.
Were they at a
They
were
were.
they slanted a little
No,
bit?
they
No.
weren't.
Okay.
So they should be now. They should be at a 45-degree angle.
This should be like this.
No, that's a 90-degree angle.
It should be like this.
That should be like that. Yeah.
Okay. So are you gonna give me some in the back attacks? We'll discuss.
Doesn't apply for missiles. Never applies for missiles.
It doesn't apply for missiles?
No.
All right, so anyway, so those guys get the hell out of here. So that's 12 inches.
Yeah.
So they have 12 inches left. So I'm going to do like a, kind of like going to go somewhere around here.
Great.
We agree they can do that?
Yeah.
Come here, guys. Yeah. Get out of here.
Yeah, we've defended the woods.
We defended the woods. Yay, job well done. And so these guys are gonna turn this way. So I'm just gonna turn the first two.
Yeah.
So because this is what I'm doing, I'm gonna basically make them all fall down.
I'm really fascinated by this move, actually.
Okay, so that's also 6 inches.
Yeah.
Half their move.
Yeah.
And they're gonna. So then, if they turn 45, that's
Turn 45 would be 1 inch.
so like this is 1 inch,
Yeah.
and that's another inch.
I agree.
So that's they have 4 inches left.
Mm-hmm.
So they have 4 inches left.
Fascinating.
Like that. Okay. Okay. So elephants are gonna shoot at your griffin, and the longbows are gonna shoot.
Yeah.
At your griffin. Okay. So everybody's in short range.
I agree.
We agree. So they need a 6.
Correct.
So do I get the archers on the elephants don't get a bonus because of size, right? It's just the elephant
Correct.
trampling.
That's exactly correct. That's exactly correct, yes.
Okay, so and they have 2 attacks. The archers have 4 attacks, 2 attacks.
Total of 4.
4 attacks.
Yeah.
Okay, so 4, and then I have 7 longbows.
Yep.
They also eat 6s.
I agree.
Okay, so that's my elephant. And 6s.
Only 6s hit.
No hits.
No hits.
And then 7 for the longbows. 2 hits.
2 hits, okay. Alright, so that's the number of hits. The Griffins have 6 health. They don't regenerate, so we'll get that back. Okay. My turn. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so I want the Griffins to, I really want the Griffins to get in the back of the longbows. So I'm going to circle around this way, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to hit them this time.
Okay.
I'm going to have these elves come out and I actually should be able to hit those horses that ran away, actually.
Well, the 12 inches.
Yeah,
so.
and I can move 12 inches.
Oh, shit.
Right? So I'm actually going to run after those guys and hit them in the back.
Oh, no. You're going to kill... my horses are going to, disappear right away.
And my elf archers... Now, I'm not sure they're in range, but if they are, this will be fantastic. My elf archers... I'm going to have 1 unit try to shoot at your elephants and 1 unit try to shoot at your pikes. Okay. And if I'm within 15 inches, that's going to be golden.
That's going to be pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
okay, so let me do my moves here. So I want these guys to be within 12 inches, which they really should be.
They should be, because that's what I moved.
Agreed. Now, I can't get flush.
Right.
Right, I can't get flush, so I'm going to get a couple figures in contact.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like...
But shouldn't you be able to get flush? Because I was right next to...
Yeah, there was a little wiggliness in your move. There was a little wiggliness in your move, which...
I'll take it. You're trying to be nice.
No need to... we should have been measuring the move from the outside. Okay, and so for the Griffins, all right, so...
So I'm going to take
so
this off.
Okay, so I will come around here. This will cost 12, and I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, seems pretty obvious. I'm going to be able to do this. So that is 12. This is, I'm at 15. This, jeez, it's hard to do this.
6 inches.
15, yeah. So now I'm at 19, and I come
Yeah.
down and cost 20 inches. Is that a back attack there?
Sure.
Okay. Right, so I'm down on the ground. All right, now I'm hoping that the elves are within 15 inches. 15 inches of the elephants. No.
They are not.
Am I within 15 inches of the pikes?
The back one, yeah.
Okay. I just need any figure.
Any figures.
Range. But my
so
I don't get my back rank elves. So only the front rank elves.
Sure.
So I'm going to get, so only 3 guys are in range. Can I get some dice?
I don't know which one you want. Oh.
All. So I'm going to roll for 3 figures of elves that are in range of your pikes.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be 6 dice.
You're in long range, so you need 5?
Correct. I do need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Which, of course, you're going to do like 3 5s or something ridiculous.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Let's hope. A lot of 5s.
No 5s.
No 5s. Highest roll is a 4. Here come the 2 elves that I have at the back of your horses. Mm-hmm. So I need 3s.
Fortunately.
There's 1 hit.
1 hit. And now...
And now the Griffons, right, so they get 2 attacks. Is that what happens? No, these guys, they get 4 attacks, but they only do 1 damage. And you get +1 to hit because they're in the rear, and I get +2 to hit, +2 more because the Griffons are just so big and powerful. So that's an automatic hit.
So how many?
4.
Oh.
Total of 4 guys go down.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're killing me here.
Exactly.
That's what I said.
Quite literally.
All right. My army is in complete disarray. Stop the chaos maneuver. Okay, so 3 divided by 4, so that's a 0. +1 for their health.
Yes.
That's it.
That's it.
So I need an 8.
Yes.
10.
In the game.
In the game. I am still hanging in there.
And it's your turn.
Okay. Can the archers move at all from where they are?
Yes.
Okay.
So they could just move right away at their full speed like normal. You could about face and have them melee.
So I can make them turn this way?
Correct.
Okay.
Now, if they attack right there, it would have to be in melee, not shooting.
Oh, no, I get it. Okay, so with the Griffin, it's just so fucking fast that, my pikes are like going all over the place for no reason. Okay. Horse archers are gonna about face and attack your guys. The longbows are gonna turn, rotate to here,
Okay.
right?
Fascinating.
And the pikes are gonna turn around, gonna about face and start going this way.
Great.
Okay, they are gonna go up the hill even though they're gonna lose their. And the elephant is gonna charge the griffin. It's gonna trample him. Okay.
This is what we were waiting for.
That's what I like. So if I move here, we agree that it's half a move.
I do. Yeah.
So the elephant. So he's got 12. So I can. How do I turn him?
It costs like 1 inch to pivot 90.
To pivot 90. So pivot from this or this.
The inside corner is what you're pivoting around.
So maybe I'll move the pikes first so that they're kind of out of the way. So they're going this way, so that costs them 6,
Yep.
and they will go up. Is this the right thing to do? Can I take back what the pikes are doing?
I will let you take back what the Pikes are doing. Because I'm a good guy.
That is not what the pikes are gonna do. The pikes are gonna continue their march towards these guys. So they're gonna keep. So that's gonna be 1 inch, 2 inches.
So 90 degrees is however wide they are.
Got it.
So if they're too wide, 90 degrees is 2 inches.
So, and then they can go 10. I'm gonna go, so that's 2 inches. I'm gonna go 6 inches. That's 8. And then they're gonna turn this way.
Mm-hmm.
So,
You're at 9.
9. So I have 3 left.
Fascinating.
Okay. So, and the front guys are what, I I know it's confusing. I haven't turned anybody around.
I can just follow the front guys.
Yeah,
You don't have
with the long pikes, it's actually it gets really
Right.
hard to put them in this. So these guys do this.
It's a smart move not to do that because I was going to murder them with the elves on the hill.
Yeah, I know.
They weren't going to.
No,
get
I
up
know.
there.
I was just they're not gonna get up there.
Right,
You know,
exactly.
it's like that's just the wrong
It
thing
seems
to
like
do. Okay, so the elephant now. So he turns from here.
Mhm.
So that's
Exactly.
90.
That's-
That's
that's
1
a-
inch, right?
Even less, frankly, because you didn't turn 90. So it's about 1 inch. We'll call it.
For
We'll
me
round
to-
up to 1 inch.
Is it possible for me to get in the back at all? Probably not. I'm gonna try to get in the back of your Griffin, but I kind of doubt it. So it's 10 inches. Let's see if we do. No, because he only has 11 left, right?
Yeah, right.
So. Okay, so that's 1 inch. That's 7.
Mhm.
8, 9, 10, 11. No, he can't. Okay, fine. I'm just going to trample you this way. Like, literally, I shouldn't do that. That's very rude. Okay, so my archers are going to shoot at this group.
Okay.
And my range is like totally ridiculous. It's like 21, I think,
Exactly
or
right.
24.
Classic longbows.
21. So, let's see. I'm still in long range, however.
Yeah.
So, that's too bad. So, I need 5s.
Correct.
So, could I have some dice, please? So, here we go. Longbows. 2 hits. Not bad. Okay. Horses, now I have my
Correct.
double murder. So I need 4s.
Correct.
1, 2. That's it. Okay, the elephant. So the trampling,
Right.
how is that working again?
Okay, now your health is 7.
My health is 7, so I have an advantage, right?
Correct. So divide that by 3.
So that's 2.
Correct. You're going to add 2 to all your hit rolls. Since they're archer type units, you only have 2 dice.
2 dice for trampling?
Correct.
And then can the archers shooting at the same time?
They can't. Special rule for elephant archers, they can shoot in melee.
They can shoot it in melee. So
Yeah.
I have 2 trampling
Yeah.
and 4 archers, or only 2 archers because I moved.
Exactly correct.
Okay. So let me do the trampling first, because
Right.
now I need a 4 to hit you,
That is correct.
which is
It's
much better.
2 damage per hit. So big die roll.
1 hit, so
Okay.
that's 2. So now
Correct.
you're at 4.
Correct.
Oh, that's nice. And then my archers, they still need 6.
That is correct.
Okay.
Don't roll box cards. Just don't roll box cards.
I don't, that's not the way my dice roll works so much. 1 hit.
Okay.
So he's hanging by a thread here.
All right. Isabelle scored 5 out of 6 hits on my Griffins. But if the big flyers are in the game, you want a beefy unit. So now I have to make morale checks, of course. These guys over here will have to make it. I think that's 8 divided by 2 is 4. Yeah, so 4 plus 1 for their health plus 1 because they're lawful.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm adding 6.
So you need to roll a 3.
Yes.
I have been known to roll.
I've seen that.
snake eye.
I saw that in the last game.
Yeah.
It was rough. It was
It's-
rough to watch.
It's rough to watch.
Oh,
Oh my God! Ah!
Oh Lord!
Barely made it.
Yeah. Okay.
You
So
barely made
like,
it.
That's the roll. That's like the aces and eights roll in Book of War. That's rough to watch. Okay, but these guys are still in the game, fortunately for me. Now these guys, 4 divided by 2 is 2 plus 1 for their health plus 1 because they're lawful. So I need the dice to be 5.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Glad I rolled them in that order. All right, Griffons have 1 health left. Okay, so my intention here is to return fire at your longbows because I know I'm in range because we just measured. So these guys are going to wrap to get everybody in contact. So hopefully I eliminate them. And the only question is, okay, so I bet this unit's at least partially in range of those longbows. I think. Here's what I'm going to do. These guys are going to make a half move. They're going to go move 6 inches in the direction of the longbows.
Okay.
I'm expecting to get a half die shot against them. And the Griffons are going to leap into the air and attack your pikes from the rear.
I knew you were going to do that.
Good call. So, rules say I can pull 3 guys around each side. I don't have that many guys doing this. I'm going to move these far elves 6 inches. Notice it. See, I ought to be measuring from the outside.
Okay.
Right, so I ought to be doing that.
Yeah, no.
Thank you very much. I'm going to totally knock these guys over.
I know, it's,
That's what that would be.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
And here come the flyers. So they leap in the air that costs 1 inch. And then I'm going to pivot 2 inches that way. Okay, so I'm aiming that way. Okay, and then I'm going to go 6 inches more. So I've gone 9. I've gone 9 at this point. And now I'm going to wheel around like that. And that costs 21 inches and 1 inch to go down. So it's 22-inch movement in the back. Did that look kosher?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
you know, with 30, I think
Right,
that
right.
you were close enough. I mean,
Right.
but do take your damage with you.
Thank you.
You know,
Thank you
I
so
don't want
much.
you to forget
Oh, I'm glad.
your possessions, your precious possessions.
glad.
Yeah.
Let's measure. So we know that these guys are in range. Right.
Long range.
Yeah. And these guys are in range.
Long range.
Correct. That is in long range. Okay. So so I get 6 dice with these guys. I get 8 dice with these guys. So it's 14 dice. I need 5s to hit.
So they're all shooting at the longbows?
Correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Right. I didn't announce that, but that was my intention. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Maybe that's a mistake. Maybe you're pointing out a mistake.
No.
So 14 dice. So I got these plus 4 more. 5s are hits. Okay. There's
1, 2, 3.
many 5s.
Do I don't have 2 lives?
That's correct.
You sure about that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, they're gone.
All right. And so these guys, I get all these guys rolling dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I need 4s. That is 4 hits.
Oh man.
Right. And I think over there I get automatic hits.
I
Right.
think so. You're in the
Yeah.
back. My
Right.
armor is 4.
Right.
So 4 guys go down.
That's correct.
Should I take from the back or from the front?
The
or does
rules
it-
say from the back.
From the back. Okay. Well, this is heavy duty here.
Yeah.
Okay, so pikes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Divided by 4, so that's 1. Plus 1.
Yeah.
So I need to roll a 7.
Correct.
Oh. Come on. Six. God damn it. So they're gone. So that's unfortunate. And then same thing here. I only so 1 divided by 2. So that's no. So I get 1 point.
2.
2 points.
Yeah.
So I need to also roll a 7. 7. So they're staying. So unfortunately the pikes are gone, which that's going to be a big dent in what I can do. What's my range with the archers?
15, I think.
I think you're right. Yeah, 15. I gotta get rid of this Griffin.
I don't have any hits on the elephants. The elephants have 7 health, so I'm leaving that to the end. I'm unit hopping. Is what I'm doing.
Can I charge him? Is that... Am I gonna be... So if I do... So if I turn, it's gonna be from this corner, right? So it's gonna be here.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be 1... No, that's gonna be... So if each 45 is 1...
Each 90 degrees.
Each 90,
is
so
one.
that's
Yeah.
1, 2...
Correct.
That leaves me 10 inches. Am I within 10 inches here? So 1, 2...
Classic wargame estimation.
It's gonna be like... I think it's further away. So I'm wondering if it's better, if I'm better off not moving and having more archery. But I would need 6s. And if
they're in
move,
long range, you need 7s.
right, and I am in long range. Okay, so I think I have no choice. I'd try to see if I can charge you. And then, So this guy, you know, what is he gonna do? Is he gonna fight till the death, or? Should I charge? The Griffin as well. Everybody's gonna try to charge the Griffin.
Okay.
I think I need to get rid of that unit because it just like it's so distracting. I can't, you know, get rid of the low level people.
Okay.
Yeah. So, so he's gonna about face. So that's 12 inches. And let's see if she's within.
I'm not even sure they're within 12.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. Great.
So he charges the Griffin. So here, so that's 1.
Yeah.
And then that's 2.
Yep.
And so I have 10 left.
Correct.
Oh, 3/4 of an inch short. So I'm here, but I can shoot.
Correct. Half shot.
Yeah, half
Yeah.
shot. So I have
Yep.
2 shots.
Agreed.
And they have to be 6s.
Correct.
So and the horse can have two dice. So everything needs to be 6. So I need
Correct.
4 dice.
There you go.
And then 1 6.
I only have 1 health left on the Griffins.
I have 1
Any
6.
6.
Any 6,
Any 6 will do it.
and the Griffin is eliminated. Yes!
Fuck!
He's gone!
I'm gonna take a photo before he goes off. This is so tense. I'm not taking photos like I'm supposed to for See how that feels?
Much better.
Yeah. Well.
Let me tell you, much better.
Can I get my Griffin figure?
Sure.
All right. So the Griffins are all dead. All right. They did a lot of damage.
They
You
did.
agree? They do a crap load of damage.
They do a crap load of damage, and you know it's
super
like,
expensive.
and I gotta put like everybody against him. Basically, that's the problem. You know, and you know.
That was close to half the value of my army right there. Made a big. That's big dice. All right. Well, okay, but I still got a lot of guys.
You sure do.
How do I use them?
Remember your reformation thing we were talking about.
Okay. All right.
So
okay.
and actually, so what did we decide? I can't remember. Because
I
thought that was too much, right?
Yeah.
Was it like a half move to reform?
I'm gonna go with what's in the book. So right now, what's scribbled in the book of this draft is it takes a whole move.
Okay.
So it takes a whole move, and we were discussing in the last week that, but technically what I've got in the draft right now is a full move, because I feel like it's got to be more than just about facing.
Right.
But we'll talk more about that. So yeah, so these guys are going to reform. That's my whole turn.
I got rid of that fucking griffin.
And remember, the one miniature represents 10 griffins. I just lost 10 griffins.
Yeah, well, how many pikes have I just lost? My pikes have feelings too.
Not anymore.
No,
well,
that's
actually,
true.
no, wait, they ran away, didn't they?
They did run away.
They run away. Okay, they do have feelings.
They
It's
do
all
have feelings.
terror.
So anyway, what are you doing?
Okay, I want to make sure that I get shots on range. So both of these units are going to move half.
Okay.
So to go 6, I'll go 6.
Okay.
To make absolutely sure that I'm leapfrogging and I get some shots on target.
Okay.
So what do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to make a 4x4 grid here.
Okay.
Right there. Right, and 6 inches. Like that. And 6 inches like that.
You're moving a hill. Your elves can move
Sorry.
hills.
And I'm gonna be. I don't have any choice really, so I'm gonna. Everybody's gonna shoot at your elephants. So that's
Typical.
clearly within range. Is this within range?
Well, are you long range or short range though?
Oh.
Because if you're long range,
That-
then you basically can't hit me.
That
What are you,
armor
15?
5, but you're armor 5.
Oh, you're right. I thought it was armor
Right.
6.
No.
Sorry,
Um,
I was wishful thinking here.
so I think I have one figure in short range. I have 2 figures in short range. 7.5.
What are you?
15. Fix that. Pull up the ruler. You tell me. How many figures are within 7.5?
Well, you got at least 2, right?
I'll take 2.
And the others are further away.
Correct.
The one next
Yeah.
to them.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think you have 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Great. So
It's like half and half.
So 3, and we do that. So 3 short range, 3 long range, and I think these guys are within 15, right? Well, pretty easily actually.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
So I have a total of 4, 5, 7 in long range and 3 in short.
Mm-hmm.
Just 1 die each.
Mm-hmm.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 1 more. So this is long range, and I do need 6s.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 hits.
2 hits.
And then I have 3 dice in short range, and I need 5s.
1 more.
So 3 hits out of 7. We've made a statement. No morale checks.
Okay. This is what's gonna happen. My elephants are gonna turn and they're gonna trample those guys. The horses are also gonna trample those guys. Just general trampling. And the archers are gonna shoot those guys.
Fascinating.
Right? So let me do the elephant first. So we are at 90, so that's 1.
Yep.
Sorry, horse 2.
Yep. It'll be within 10 inches here.
Right?
Yep.
So trampling. Trampling is happening.
I got slightly too close.
You're a little
I
close
got
to the
slightly
sun.
close.
And so here, he's 24 moves, so I'm assuming that, he's also like a so.
Okay.
Okay? So trampling, I have 2 dice.
Yes.
And I have a +2 to hit.
Yes.
And you're at armor 4.
Correct.
So I need 2s to
Right.
hit.
That's right.
So
1's miss.
I understand that. It's happened before. 1 is miss. 1 guy goes down.
No, they do 2 damage.
Oh, 2 damage.
Yep.
You're right. And then the horse, I have 2 dice.
Correct.
And do I have any kind of an advantage when I trample? No. So I need 4s.
Right.
That's too bad. No hits. Oh, God.
It's tough.
Yeah, it is tough. So you're in short range?
I agree.
We agree?
Yep.
And so I need 4s.
Correct. Wow.
No hits! You
I got
better
real
have that
lucky.
army run away.
I have been getting really lucky for about 3 episodes in a row, honestly.
Oh, God, why my rolls are so horrible.
On top of everything else, I have been getting ridiculously lucky for 3 episodes. So the morale check is 4 divided by 2 is 2 plus 1 plus 1. So
you need 5.
I need the dice to be 5.
I don't even want to look.
5.
Of course. Of course.
Thank you, Satan.
Yeah, really. I mean, seriously. I'm like, what?
So those guys, I'm gonna have these guys melee. So they will wrap. If I shoot, are your elephants taller so I can shoot over my own guys?
How nice do I want to be
Bringing
here?
maximum pressure.
You know,
We've done it with giants, right?
we've done it with giant. I think we've done it with the Griffon, right? Because that's like
Absolutely.
really big.
Right.
I feel like the elephant is kind of borderline, you know, because there was like a 1-inch
Yep.
rule, right?
That is correct.
So,
Not giving that to me?
well, you know, I'm rolling so badly. Like I need all the advantages that I can get. What would you do? Would you like split the roll between you and me,
Well, okay.
or
Can I take my move back? Can I take my, because I declared what I was going to do with those elves.
okay, all right, sure.
Okay, so I would like those guys to turn around and run away.
Oh,
I'm going to
interesting.
turn around, run away, therefore, and then I get space, and then these guys can shoot at you. Right.
Sneaky.
And then these guys are going to go at them, but stay like this far away.
Okay.
It'll be like
I don't think you can reach me anyway. You only have 12 move, right?
That's correct.
So.
So I'm going to go like, yeah, so I'm gonna be like. So these guys turn around. I'm just going to do this for shorthand.
Mm-hmm.
And then come back 6 inches. Here.
Okay.
Should put my backs to the enemy. And then my attacks are these guys are going to shoot your elephants.
Okay.
Do I need to split my dice because you're within 1 inch of your other figure?
Yeah.
Crap.
He got in there giving up. Yeah, he probably has a spreadsheet, you know, knowing how much luckier he is.
So it is on GitHub. It is on GitHub. You can go to GitHub /WanderingDMs, and there's a link to me, to Daniel R. Collins. And
just do your thing.
okay, I think I'm in short range.
You're in short range.
Okay.
So you need 5.
Okay, and I'm splitting the dice.
Split the
So I'm going to get
dice.
4 dice on your elephants and 4 dice on your horses. So here come 4 dice on the elephants, and I need 5s.
Yeah.
If
you do all 5s, I swear I'm just gonna scream. All right, one hit. Okay.
1 hit.
Okay, that's much better.
Okay, and I got 4 dice on your horses.
Yeah,
And as long as 1 comes up a 4, they're done.
Yeah, he's probably done.
Okay, they're all hit.
Well, you know, it's like.
This isn't right, frankly.
It isn't right.
If I was on the receiving end of that, I'd be super unhappy.
I am super unhappy.
Your good-natured,
what now?
your good sportsmanship is really on display.
Yeah, I'm really good-natured.
Yeah.
That's me. All right. Well, I'm gonna charge those running away elves with my elephant, and now I have a back attack.
That's correct.
And I'm still gonna keep shooting at those stupid elves right next to them, right?
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
We agreed that was in we were within 12 inches.
Yeah.
So
Gotta
trampling.
Measure.
Trampling.
We all know random numbers will in fact fuck with your head.
And they are fucking with my head. You know,
Yeah.
they're making me believe in luck. You know,
Yeah.
like how
Right.
you know how gauche.
It's fundamentally bourgeois.
It's very
Yeah.
bourgeois. Okay. Anyway, so I need 3s now to hit you. Because I'm in the back?
I
I'm
think they're
trampling.
automatic hits actually, because my armor's 4. You get 2 because you're huge, and plus another one. So actually, they're automatic hits.
They're all dead, because it's too.
Oh,
That
well,
news for
that's
you.
efficient.
They are all dead.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. they're all
So
dead.
now it's the guys next to them.
Yeah. Only 2 shots.
Only 2 shots, and these guys I need 4s.
Correct.
Right. 1 hit.
All right. So
I'll
that
take
forces a morale check. 3 divided by is 3, and 1 for health and 1 because they're lawful. 5. So I need the dice to be 4.
All right.
7. All right.
You took no pictures the entire game, and now
I took very few. It was very
and now
tense.
you
Once
just,
again,
and now you're
this
just
is-
like going
yeah,
nuts,
right.
taking pictures of
because I'm
everything.
remembering that fact.
The only thing
hard,
that is a consolation prize for me if I lose again tonight is that I have cake in the fridge.
And it's amazing.
It's an amazing
Yeah,
cake.
it's amazing. But you made.
Well, I didn't make the cake. I decorated the cake.
You made the outside of the cake.
I made the outside.
entire visible surface of the cake.
I made the buttercream,
Right.
which is really what counts.
And it's quite amazing. Do you want to tell the interaction with your instructor on that, or no?
No.
Okay. So
not in public. No.
I'm not within 45 degrees, so I
Right.
got to pub pivot and lose half of my dice. So
So I think you should do that, or
you know what? I'm just gonna run. Okay, look! I play for keeps. I can't play for keeps. These guys turn around and go back up the hill, where you lose half your trampling dice.
it's true.
These guys charge you.
These guys?
Yeah. I want to be within 12 inches.
You are.
You know.
Yeah, you are for sure. Oh.
So these guys turn around, and I got 6 inches left, and I think I can only get up to the first tier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're much better on the hills. We're better on the hills. All right, so that took more than half my move. I can't wrap.
Mm-hmm.
Is what the rule is. I get 4 dice.
Mm-hmm.
I need 5s. I need 3 hits to put you down now.
No, I'm perfectly.
stage.
I'm
Set the stage.
I'm
Well,
perfectly aware of
I know,
that.
but this is for the viewers, really. I mean, we know
I think
we're
everybody is like
intimately-
this.
5s. 3 hits! 3 hits, and the game is over.
It's fucking bullshit. I've said it before, and I will say it again.
Thank you, Satan.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. All right.
Well, I'm very displeased.
Yeah, I would think, yes. I
Well, I think
respect that.
losing
I
my
respect
Pikes
that.
was
Yeah.
was rough.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was rough.
And that's why I took him last game, is because you want to have some opportunity to get those double attacks
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the flyers.
They basically did
Yeah.
0 damage
Yeah.
for the whole game. So it was
Yeah.
like I had nothing.
Yeah.
So, say 2, yeah. Yeah, and I'm not sure, if I should have sent them up the hill or not. But I think they probably would have gotten mowed down.
They wouldn't have made it. to the hill.
So I was like.
Yeah, I think it was actually the right thing not to try that.
Yeah, I was hoping I could at least get some hits on your Griffin with them, but they move kind of slowly. So
The truth is, like, when I brought the same thing, like, my best hope is take a hit from the flyers, make the morale check, then turn around and get a crap load of attacks on the other end. And the fact that you didn't make the morale check,
yeah,
right? That makes the difference.
yeah.
The other thing I'll point out with the squad that I brought last time. Thank you so much for saying that. is the elite hobbits have 3 health, right? And so it's a critical little funky thing that the flyers that do 4 damage, right? Because of that 3 health, you only wipe out 1 single figure.
Right.
So having a 3 health unit on board, which is it's weird because of the discrete the division algorithm. You only get to manage to get 1, and then you waste a hit. You waste a hit every turn on those. So that was important. You could do the same trick with the bugbears. Yeah. Potentially.
We have a first time viewer.
That's fantastic.
So that's very good.
That's fantastic. I'm so glad you tuned in. I don't know if if you're new to the channel potentially, and you didn't notice that Paul and I last Sunday got to interview Satine Phoenix and Jameson Stone about their wonderful new product, Sirens Battle of the Bards. You should definitely go back and watch our talk show from Sunday. Maybe you're new to the channel because of that, and certainly welcome if that's the case. We had a wonderful interview with Satine and Jameson. We really hit it off with them. And just in the last couple of days, their Kickstarter went over $200,000.
Amazing.
Yeah, they're doing super well. Super good work. It's an impressive product.
So someone has a question about the Pikes.
That has been stricken out in the current rules. So in the first edition rules, there was an additional rule about bonuses for morale checks, and over the years we found that was something we tend to forget about and feel bad about, so we actually struck it out. So the additional
there's a bunch of like little fiddly rules that we would just forget,
right?
And then like the whole thing with the shield,
right?
So it just trying to keep everything a little simple.
Correct. Hypothetically, I mean, actually, even if you go back to the first edition rules about that, you're right. It would be 1. You're right. It would have been +1. Right? So hypothetically, if we'd used the old rules with that optional,
I would have made it. Yeah.
Because you missed it by 1.
I missed it by 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we should go back to the old rules. I don't know.
Yeah, usually we find that it more or less works out. Just the large numbers of the large unit itself take care of that. That's my understanding is historically that can happen.
That can happen.
Again, Isabelle has had a terrible run of bad luck. Right? She's had a really bad run of bad luck.
Well, I mean, it happens. It's just it is just random numbers, and it just happens to go your way. And it's hard when you lose 1 or 2 units. Then you feel really crippled.
Yes.
So losing those guys was like, now what?
And the way we're playing, like if we had entirely mundane units, then we would probably have 5 units on the board.
Right.
But because you picked 100 cost elephants and I picked 120 cost griffins, we only had 4 units on the board, and then it's even more cutting when you lose 1 or 2. Even so, it still came down to 2 units against 1 at the end here, and you almost wiped out another one of my those.
Right. I think if you hadn't rolled so well, I probably I might have had a chance.
I agree.
To trample you and maybe get those guys.
I have been very fortunate. I've been very fortunate with that.
So that it's pretty close. I'm happy with that.
How do you feel about the flyers at the moment?
I still think that the Griffin is not as powerful as the Wyvern.
They do have lower movement. They do actually have lower movement.
Right. And I think that actually makes a little bit of a difference. You're not, because you can't, you feel with the other one that you can basically go like pretty much anywhere.
Right.
And here you're a little bit more limited. So your first move I didn't quite make the move, which
correct.
Actually allowed me to put some hits on you, to begin with.
Right. Right.
So
it's funny because we got used to using the wyverns over and over again. I would have hit you with them. I would have gotten you in the first turn with them.
You would have hit me.
That 6-inch difference did make a difference.
Yeah.
The other thing, at least on the current rules, I've got wyverns with detection of see invisible. Which happens in Lord of the Rings.
Right. So how much is the Griffin? Is it more expensive?
They're currently the same. They're exactly the same. They're both 120.
So it is zipping around the field is a huge advantage.
It is.
They're really a tough units.
Yeah,
really tough units.
One thing we haven't tested enough is even really like your light horse. Like I feel like the light horse being able to move 24 might have that same capacity of my computer simulator can't tell me how useful it is to be super
super fast.
maneuverable.
Yeah.
So basically, it just simulates a frontal clash.
Right.
Kaplow. And I can get into the fight quickly and avoid a lot of missile attacks. Right. That's part of it. But being able to they're over there and they're already engaged, and I can wrap around the backside and get back attacks. That's not part of it.
Right.
So sometimes I do wonder whether high mobility is coming in under the radar, and the flyers are making that more visible.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to drown my sorrow in cake now.
Well played. Well played.
Not well enough.
Yeah. I mean, it was tough. It was tough.
It was tough.
Yeah. Right. So we'll have more chats. So please, great comments, and it's very helpful. You telling us, and John's asking there, isn't the size of the unit already part of the morale rule? And it is, right? And in the first edition of the game, we had an additional on top of that. Like if they're in multiple ranks, you get +1 for the second or third rank, but nothing past that. So you had to remember, like I get 1 for 2 or 3, and they have to be full. And if one guy's out, then you don't get the bonus and all that kind of stuff. So we removed that bit. So we'll be talking about this more, and we should be back in about 2 weeks. And please, if you're watching and recording this, please leave a comment on YouTube with thoughts about, are we playing it right, or should the flyers be more expensive, or should they just be removed from the default game, and only if you agree to in advance use the flyers, maybe something like that.
Right.
One thing I'm hoping to roll out in the next couple of episodes is Conan, Elric, Wonder Woman, Xena, Red Sonja, superhero types.
Right. So look forward to more hurt feelings on the field.
as we discover new strategies.
As we discover new strategies.
And again, if you haven't seen our great interview with Satine Phoenix and Jameson Stone, please look for that on YouTube from last Sunday. Tomorrow will be Sunday. Tomorrow, Paul and I will have a conversation with ourselves and our viewers live about Thieves Guilds and the tradition of that, the history of that, how that works in our games, and ideas that you could give us to improve how our thieves work. Isabelle and I just did a breakfast briefing on that. So if you're a patron, in a couple days, that'll be a patrons-only video as we discuss that, because coincidentally,
I did a lot of research on the mafia.
The same week, we just happen to be researching the same thing.
For my little Italy tour, which, by the way, you can sign up on.
You can. It's current tours in New York, and Isabelle does a great job, a wonderful job. And I'll also just say, so you heard it here first, another week forward, and we will be interviewing on the talk show Mr. Matt Finch, the creator of the Swords and Wizardry retro clone and author of the Old School Primer. And we're really excited to have Matt Finch on to talk about where he is with old school proselytizing in another week, which would be, May 24th, I think? Something like that.
Something like that.
There you go. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Isabelle, for again putting up with another nail biter. So we ought to be back in 2 weeks. Maybe not flyers, maybe superhero solo types on the field, and we will look forward to that.
We think. All right. Good night, everybody.
See you later.
Thank you for tuning in.